Welcome to the show. This is Internet Uncapped. I am your host, Evan. Joining me, as always, is Mitchell. A new challenger approaches. We are going to cover today the lolcow that has been around for a bit, but nonetheless, he is still relatively new onto the scene. His name is PWR. Now, before we get into PWR, I want to preface a few things. Number one, I had no idea who this person was until Mitchell did an impression of him to me. And he sounded kind of like this. It's like, yeah, dude, oh, right on, chill out, positive vibes, positive vibes.
That's when he's acting like a
a modern positive streamer. That's his character. Now,
Yes,
Mitchell, I didn't think that I didn't know what you were doing. I didn't know where this came from. A lot of times, I don't know where a lot of Mitchell's references come from, but I will eventually, at some point in time down the road, know where his references come from. Then I see the video of him, and I'm like, oh, that's a real person. Oh, okay. And little did I know about what his whole deal was. And of course, he has a bit of a relationship with Darkside Phil DSP. He also has interacted with Rich, Review Tech USA. So I am not the one to really, go ahead and talk about him, but there will be a couple of things that we will go over during this video. So in the meantime, Mitchell, please introduce the audience, just a brief overview of PWR and what his whole thing is about, because it's a lot.
That's a very loaded question. So PWR is a content creator. That's what we'll put it as.
Sure.
So he streams himself playing games and singing. And you know what? I have a clip for us.
Yes.
And let me go ahead. Let me get that ready here because we want to make sure that it's nothing but the best here.
Absolutely.
And we also want to give a shout out to friend of the show, Mr. Lord Diaz. He does this wonderful Dance Revolution stream called Step Mania. He does it Monday through Friday. It starts at 9 a.m. Please be sure to check him out always.
Everybody.
And this is Step Mania again with Lord Diaz. We did an interview with him. Be sure to check that out. It was our first ever live stream. We had Lord Diaz, friend of the show.
Get up on the screen. There we go.
Yeah, and this was his live stream of Step Mania, and he did one song in particular. And when he started it, I had to call Evan. I was like, Evan, I know I just talked to you about what we're going to do on our show and everything. I need you to shut your yapper and get on the live stream right now. This is important.
Yes.
And here we go.
For me, I need everybody to lock the fuck in. We got a PWR chart ready to go.
And again,
let your lovers and
Lord Diaz. We love Lord Diaz here. He's the best.
Friends know that we just did it to him. It is a PWR step chart, fresh off the oven. Bro, we're cooking. We're cooking with gas right now, boy.
And again,
somebody tell.
And real quick, because Lord Diaz is a friend of the show. Again, every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. usually goes for 2.5 hours, just about.
Mm-hmm.
Check out the stream. You can go ahead, check it out on Twitch, YouTube. The preferred platform is Kick. And throw some support his way. Lord Diaz, again, great content creator, super supportive of our channel, and we try to reciprocate that by also being super supportive of his.
Yes.
You can also reach out to him for his designs. He also does merch as well. We'll put the link tree in the description because we love Lord Diaz here. He's a great guy.
Absolutely.
And whenever you're in the stream, you can go ahead and again, support like most streams. And if you do, you get to skip the line and make a recommendation for a song.
Yeah.
A misogynist.
Excuse me. And here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
This is how it always starts. You get a song up.
I'm just gonna testify right now.
Testify.
Oh, sweet Lord, now. You know this has been my dream, baby. Ooh. Getting on here doing this streaming thing. But let me tell you now. All my life, baby, I'm talking all my life. I've just wanted to entertain the sweet live audience. And baby, there was no father there for me to teach me the struggles of the streets. So I looked up to these dudes who did the dream that I wanted to achieve. So one day, I got on
No
my
more
computer,
abuse.
and I started to spread this word, started to build this brand. And then all of a sudden, baby, the numbers start to go up. And these old praying dogs start to get the penises up. Let me tell you now, they don't want this.
PWR hashtag no more abuse, by the way, up in
They
the
don't
top.
want, baby, this PWR thing to gain traction, to build a real career, to bring the positivity, man, it only brings them fear. Oh, let me tell you, damn, just when you think you're building something, baby, and we're saying it loud, baby, no more abuse, no more abuse, no.
Okay.
So no more abuse. Now we'll get into the background about that in a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mitchell, go ahead.
Yeah, so this is Lord Diaz. I'll be sure to send this to you, Evan, so we
Yes.
can put the timestamp and the video here in
Yes.
the description as well.
As
Check out-
you do. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Lord Diaz. If you're not a a subscriber, please subscribe to Lord Diaz. Be sure to like, leave a comment, hit the bell icon, get the notifications. He's the man. And I've been telling him for a while now that like his content is second to none. It kind of sounds like we're glazing, but you know what? Friend of the show, we have to. His
and you
content
can check out our interview that we've done on the channel as well.
Yeah, exactly. But his production value is fantastic. If
It
you
is.
go watch the live stream,
Mhm.
there's so much going on, but it's so fun. It's so entertaining. And Lord Diaz has a really great community that he has built. Rather than begging for everything like DSP, he actually interacts with his people, learn, and then he always says, "Rising tide lifts all ships." So shout out Lord Diaz. We'll put the link in the description to his link tree as well as to the video that we just showed there as well. So PWR, where to start? So he was a Dark Side Phil fan. Well, he still is, and he wanted to go ahead and use Phil as sort of a way to boost his career.
Mhm.
So he started talking about Phil on his stream, talking about how he was a big fan of Phil, how the detractors abuse Phil because they want to be Phil. They think that they don't really think Phil is terrible. They just want to emulate Phil and copy him and all this other stuff. That's all that it was.
Mhm.
They were just going ahead and he pretty much tried to make it seem like everyone was skinwalking Phil. Well, everyone saw him. They knew he was kind of demented. He had a video where he said that he went ahead and did a blood oath to protect Phil.
Oh,
He also donated money to Phil instead of getting himself food at Burger King. And remember Burger King because it becomes quite the theme with BWR.
Yeah.
Burger King this, Burger King that. Listen, I'm done with it, dude. But he always goes ahead and he's talking about Phil. He talks about sex. He talks about Burger King. Those are like his main things. Well, not recently. Sorry. I'm going to keep going with in the past. So he tried to go ahead and kind of skinwalk Phil by claiming that the trolls were skinwalking Phil. It then later led to him going ahead and doing streams where trolls were kind of saying like, "Hey, PWR, you really shouldn't go ahead and do that. Phil is kind of an asshat. He's not really a cool guy. He's not really a nice guy. I wouldn't interact with him. I think you should avoid him, etc., etc."
Mhm.
He didn't listen. He said, "Listen here, dude. I'm done with it. Phil's my favorite content creator. I made a blood oath to him. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm sick and tired of duty. I'm sick and tired of RTU. I'm sick and tired of all these flipping degenerates." And my favorite quote from him at this point in time is his mom was away. She wasn't at home.
Yep.
And he goes, "My mom's not home. I'm going to do whatever the F I want."
Banger quote. My new favorite of his recently is when he said, "I'm going to Burger King. and I'm going to ask for a toy. This is on a recent stream, but I'm like, you go, dude. But anyway,
so it continues with him sort of building a name for himself.
Yeah.
And then the Kino Casino were trying to get him. They were trying to get content out of him, not in the same way as Phil. With Phil, Kino Casino were straight up gaslighting Phil.
Yeah.
They were making him feel like he was on top of the world. He was the best thing since sliced bread. The Kino Casino weren't really necessarily gassing up PWR. They were more so just like, this guy's lonely. Like, we want to meet him. We want to know if he's real, if he's legit like this.
Yeah.
And we want to bring him to Hulk Hogan's bar down in Florida.
Mm.
Well, he just cut ties with them, and then the Kino Casino said, all right, yeah, we're just not going to interact with this dude anymore. We gave him the time of day. He didn't reciprocate that. We're over it. So he goes ahead, kind of lays low for a little bit, then he comes back onto the scene. Now, when he's back onto the scene, now he's like doing these live streams where he's talking to people on Discord, and he's talked to RTU, and RTU is the worst when he talks to him. Like, RTU tries to like ask him these like just straight up dumb questions.
Yeah.
But when Ames is on there, Ames has been on there a couple of times asking him like legit wrestling questions, and Lord Diaz has also been on there to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
With PWR, you're either all in or you're all out. If you say something disparaging about Phil, or you say something disparaging about him, it's over, dude. I'm done with it. I'm done with you. I think you're a flipping lunatic. I think you're a dumbass. I'm over it, dude. And he just goes ahead and he calls quits. He calls quits on you. So if he doesn't like you, it's done. It's over. You can go pound sand.
Yeah.
Now he does this thing where he claims that like Lord Diaz is like his op. And when we had Lord Diaz on during our interview, we told him this. What Duty Streams is to Dark Side Phil is what Lord Diaz is to PWR.
Yeah, he is the #1 PWR detractor. He's done clips, multiple clips of him, and even as recently as some of the videos we're about to see, they are from Lord Diaz's channel. So
yep, shout out,
much appreciated for your work, because I couldn't get through 5 minutes, let alone however long you've been doing it. I mean, you're doing the Lord's work, just like dealing with that.
Yeah. When Lord Diaz is on, when Lord Diaz posts a video, I'm like, in Duty Streams too, like both of them, when they go ahead and they do that, I'm like, bro, how do you guys do that? I can't. Like I've watched Phil to try to get content. I can't do it for more than 15 minutes. I gotta stop because I just hear like, I'm like, shut up, bro. It wasn't that fucking funny.
Yeah, that laugh.
Yeah. And then when he does the goat laugh, you get like,
yeah, exactly.
Phil has like 4 laughs. He has the like you said. He has the and then he has the
yeah, exactly.
And then he has the It's like, shut up, Phil.
Shut up.
You freaking degenerate.
Yeah. It's almost like PWR in a way. I mean, he really is his own thing, but if you kind of think about like the kinds of people who were watching DSP in the first place, he's kind of a product of DSP in a sense.
Yeah. So he tries to emulate Phil in like a skinwalking type of way.
Right.
That he claims the detractors and the trolls are trying to do. Which again, it's not true. PWR does that, not BBL Philly. BBL Philly, sorry, not BBL Philly. The detractors don't. PWR does try to emulate BBL Philly.
Yes.
So yeah. Again, it's always a bunch of nonsense with him. Now,
it's a whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, but now recently, what he's been doing, when it comes to like PWR, he's been doing like these different gaming streams, and he's been trying to kind of dive into other types of content, if you will.
Yeah.
Like he just said that like RTU is suffering from a medical crisis,
and he specifically says that's cancer. We aren't going to go over that today, but yeah, no, he said the thing about him is he is very deranged. Part of that derangement and delusion, because a lot of it is also delusion, is because he has abused drugs. Specifically, he is a coke fiend. in the past. Now he
Yes.
claims that he's on the mend and that he's clean, but I would dispute that based on literally any of his live streams that he goes on on a somewhat regular basis. Now I'm going to actually show you right now a video right now. This is from Sasquatch After Birth, who he also hates. He hates this particular guy.
Yes. He hates him so much.
Hates him. So this is from Sasquatch After Birth right now, and you're gonna see the coke talking his brain right now.
Ban this Sasquatch After Birth guy, and because all you pieces of shit push me too far.
Just get a second
Doing it,
of
so
rest, and just as soon as he turned around and looked over his shoulder,
I did it. I did it again.
I'm over it, dude.
There he goes for a second round.
Remember, this is no disqualification.
And there it is, folks.
Like it's
And there it is, folks. So as you can see, he just doesn't give a flying fuck about anything. He's going to do what he wants. But I just love the fact that he's like, I have no choice. I got to do it. And then he's doing the licking the teeth thing like coke addicts tend to do. Oh man, it was I have to as a appetizer for what we're about to see. I just wanted to make people understand how much this guy is. Now, when Mitchell said that he is a sort of a super fan of Phil, that is no joke. And in particular, he went on RTU's live stream, called in, and he wanted to ask him some questions about like how did he know about Phil, what is their relationship like, and that sort of thing. And they're pretty decent questions. They're pretty good questions. But this particular part really caught my attention. So we're now gonna play the next clip. So here is RTU on his show talking with PWR. I think it's damn it, this ad. All right, hold on one second, folks.
TurboTax. Okay, well, you know what? While you let that play, let me.
I'm gonna let that play. Yeah, just share while this is playing.
I got something.
Yeah.
So this is PWR store. Screw our parents.
Yes.
Like, what is this? And then still not getting off. Like, oh, it's a mouse pad too. Like, oh my god, so cringe. And then we have the PWR Army. He's a DSP victim and an RTU victim.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't make sense, but it's so funny anyway because it's like, what? Yeah, what is this?
Like, secondly, should we start making merch?
Yeah, really, because he's making that merch. I don't know how much dough he's cooking, but we probably should get on this pretty soon.
Yeah, we should. Well, I'm gonna look into our merch store. We're just gonna do one with the logo.
That'd be great.
We're gonna.
Oh my god! If I see someone with like an Internet Uncapped hat, I think I might die. But I also will be like, thanks for supporting us. Out in public.
And you know what? To the homie's duty. And to the homie, Lord Diaz, we'll give you guys a free hat because we appreciate the support always. But yeah, dude, this is just this is just wild.
I know it's it is crazy. There's a lot. So I have it up right now.
I'm an RTU victim, 100%. He's had on me.
Oh God. Yeah. So he's anyway. Here's RTU talking with PWR on the phone about Phil. Oh, there we go.
Phil until I guess 2014.
2014, dude, listen to this. So I was literally like, in a shitty life situation, man, and I found Phil, and I was like, this.
He found Phil like he found God. I mean, this is already we're off to a rocky start. We're just like he's just like. He is my Lord and Savior. I must praise Phil. Praise the Lord. Praise the Son as the DSP. Holiness. The Holy Spirit. No. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Dented.
No. It's the Jasper, the Cat, and the Holy Dented.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but no, when he talks about Phil here, like, because I've seen this clip before, I didn't
Yes.
know you were gonna pull this up. But
Yes.
like, you would think like he's in church. Like there was that one dude who was like, "I'm not gay no more. I love women." Like that's the vibe that he gives me, and he's just like out here like, listen here, RTU. I don't appreciate your disrespect to DSP. He's the Lord and Savior. He went ahead and he told me, screw your parents, steal their credit card, and just go ahead and don't be a victim. Let's hit this tips goal. I need that money. I really do.
It's like he sees DSP as Moses leading the lost people into the Holy Land or something like that. He's parting. No, he's parting the Red Sea as Jasper's litter box. Just like,
Listen here, dude.
oh my god. So yeah. So anyway, but it's like, what the fuck is he talking about right now? So we're gonna keep playing right now, but just already, like, what in the world is he thinking about?
This guy is giving me comfort. Like, oh my god.
Okay, so when I heard that,
We get comfort from Phil, bro. That's
comfort for
crazy.
Phil is like getting comfort from a cactus. It's gonna just keep like poking at you and poking at you. It's not comfortable. You may think it is because it might be like acupuncture, but you're probably just gonna get a bunch of scabs and infections. That's the kind of comfort that he gets from Phil. It's like let's it's giving him too much credit, but let's say it's like getting a comfort from a Komodo fucking dragon biting your arm off or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's, I don't know. With him, it's just like I don't understand some of the crap that he does, like, or does and says.
Yeah.
I'm like, PWR, what? Like the praise for Phil is insanity.
It really
understand
is. It just doesn't. I don't understand it, and he explains it, but I'm just like, but who in their right mind would get comfort from a jackass like Phil? Like, what? So anyway, let's keep going.
God, this guy is cool. This guy is.
Even RTU is like, listen, I'm friends with Phil, but what the fuck are you talking about? Like, he's just look at his face. He's like, okay, huh?
I wouldn't say friends. It's more so of an obsession.
Yes.
Where RTU is so obsessed with Phil, and Phil won't give him the time of day.
That's true. Yes, and he says that earlier in the clip. We just didn't play it, but yeah, that is true. Absolutely.
Playing New Vegas. This guy is like playing the new releases. He's playing, and like I'm just trying to remember.
Phil can't even listen to this with a straight fucking face. He's just laughing. He's like, what kind of drugs is this dude on? Like, what the fuck?
RTU?
Sorry, RTU. Excuse me. RTU can't even like listen to this phone call with a straight face. He's just like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, what the hell?
Mind these fucking Gen Z broccoli cuts, bro.
What the fuck is a Gen Z broccoli cut? First of all, are there millennial broccoli cuts, Mitchell? Are there like boomer? Are there like Gen X broccoli cuts? Like, what the heck is he talking about?
It's a hairstyle.
Oh, excuse me. I plead ignorance. Excuse me.
So it's a fade where it go like it fades here. And
yes.
then the hair it looks like broccoli on the top. So that's what
me. I had no idea. I didn't know about that at all.
No worries.
But of course, DSP, the bald guy, knows about Gen Z broccoli cuts or whatever.
Mm-hmm. That's just who he is, dude.
That's just who he is, dude.
Point did have fucking relevancy, man. The dude has made fucking money off the YouTube. Regardless of what these fucking duty streams with casino, whatever they want to pay.
So anyway, he goes on and he says, like, look, like, he's gonna felt the mall, he's gonna felt the casino, he's gonna felt duty, he's gonna felt everybody, he's the greatest of all time. Don't at him. Like, all this bizarre, parasocial, very, very cringy explanation shit. Like, that's just, we have to call it as we see it. Now we're gonna go into the main course. We're gonna go into a recent stream that he had. and this is one of his bits. He does parody, he does characters, he does voices, he dresses up and whatever. He decided to do a parody of Duty streams of all people. But as you're gonna see in a minute, he don't sound like Duty at all. So I'm gonna pull that up right now. And hold on one second. Here we go. All right, so this is this is going to be the first part, and then we'll go through. We're not going to go through the whole video. Shout out Lord Diaz for going through like 49, 50 minutes, and then condensing it to like 38. But yeah, there are definitely some bizarre highlights to go over. So I'm going to press play, and we're going to watch how he notice how he introduces the stream.
Prayer emojis in the chat. Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? It's your boy, Duty Streams here, and we are having another episode of the Meaningful Dented podcast. It's your boy, Duty. Prayer hands in the chat. Prayer emojis in the chat. How are you?
So, Mitchell, you watch more, videos of Duty, and I've seen some videos. Does he sound like Duty to you?
Okay, Duty does start all of his videos with prayer emojis in the chat. Prayer emojis in the chats. So he does do that.
Right.
But the way that he's playing it up, no, he doesn't sound like that at all. But
Not at all.
He will say like, welcome to the the meaningful podcast, or whatever he's saying, welcome to the video today, etc. So,
and he did say that, but it not whatever the fuck that's about. He didn't do it doesn't even sound like him. First of all, oh fuck the ads, god damn it, YouTube's, you need to stop. Suffer. It's time to stop with the fucking ads.
It's time to stop.
Yeah, no, I mean it's we're off to a very strange start already. All right, we got it up. We're good to go. Sorry, everybody. We have to deal with the technical difficulties.
It happens. It happens.
It's a homegrown show, after all.
Absolutely, dude.
absolutely, dude. All right, so this is the next part that we're gonna play.
We got guys that threaten to dox people's address and their family, and send pictures of people spreading their asshole in people's DMs.
So he talks here about the vortex, and he just lays it right out there. They're spreading their butt cheeks or whatever, and then he's saying how like they're a bunch of degenerates and they're a bunch of like this and that, and but I just wanted to play that part because I thought it's just so out of left field. It's like what like what the heck?
That's the thing with PWR. It's like everything is so just insane.
It really is just out of nowhere. You will never truly ever expect like what he's gonna say next or how he's gonna say it. It's very erratic behavior. So anyway, we're gonna continue. Hold on.
All in all, pimp, I think the snort text is a positive thing. Oh my lord! Now what else are we doing, guys? What are we doing tonight? Of course. What else? What we doing?
Now that is not Duty. Let me be very clear. He may seem to pretend to be Duty, but when he says, "Oh my lord," that's Wings of Redemption, folks.
Yeah. That's 110% Wings. I've seen Wings where he goes, "Where's my place?" He goes, "Oh my lord, Evan, you're supposed to be in Africa. You're supposed to be in Africa part of the map.
Here. Listen.
Oh my lord, Evan.
Yeah.
Evan,
Oh my lord. Yeah.
Evan, appearing offline does not fucking stop it. So stop giving fucking advice you know nothing about. Oh my lord.
Oh my lord. And he says this, and not only does he say it,
I can't do it. I can't take this shit no more.
I can't take this shit no more, man. But not only is he saying that, like, oh my lord, he keeps calling his freaking audience pimps, like Wings. Duty doesn't do that. Wings does.
Yeah.
So it's like, are you just mixing up your freaking impersonations like on purpose? Like, why? Why are we doing this right now?
I mean, I won't lie. I've said pimp.
Sure. No. But he's saying it. But like, you'll see in a minute. But he says it like a lot.
We're gonna talk, Phil. Duty's gonna talk, Phil. Duty's going to talk, Phil. And if any of you want to interact with Duty tonight, if you have a question for Duty, just send a super chat, and we'll wrap. We'll wrap.
I don't know what that means, but sure. So this next part should be him saying pimps like a lot, but it doesn't happen until for a bit. So I'm gonna press it right. Yeah, like right here. All right, right. Let's play.
Jasper Kitty is deathly afraid of the vacuum cleaner.
He is talking about his wife cleaning the house. Now that's Duty don't get down like that. My wife, I love my wife, Pam. Like she is a bona fide 10 out of 10. But my wife, Duty's wife, doesn't do the cleaning. I do the cleaning. I step up. I be a man, and I do the cleaning.
He just always.
So he does the. I do the cleaning. And it's like, okay, so what? You're just repeating, I do the cleaning, and that's a thing that he does in this particular scene. He repeats himself a lot, and not just a lot. It's a lot to the point of it's like, I don't want to make. And by the way, I don't want to make fun of people's disabilities. I don't want to make fun of how people talk. So I want to be very clear.
Yeah.
However, it is a level of stuttering and scatterbrained thinking that he's trying very hard to be funny, but constantly failing and looking just, like I said, deranged, bizarre, whatever you want to say. Okay, we are an all-inclusive channel. Anybody can be here, and we will talk a little bit more about the disability angle around PWR. But it is just to say, like, it really, like, how do I explain this? It's like to say that, you can't fault someone for their disability, but you can absolutely fault them for being awkward and very bizarre on camera when they don't basically have to be. You know what I mean? Like, he's trying to be funny, but it's just like, what the fuck am I watching right now? That's the kind of feeling that you would probably get. Yeah. So now, and the next one.
Yeah. So before you do that, with him, it's like he hates hate's a strong word, but he's always trying to get one up on everyone.
This is how
he tries to go ahead. Shut up, Ashley!
Shut the fuck up! I want to watch the video from Lord Diaz. God damn it! Anyway, go ahead.
Ashley, Team USA Learning. Shut up!
Oh man,
global, shut up!
These freaking ads, dude. Come on.
Dude, you gotta update the premium, dude.
I'm not paying for our YouTube. That's not gonna happen.
Boy, to be a square. So anyway.
Okay. So anyway, before I play, go ahead.
Yeah. So with PWR, he's always trying to get the one up on everyone. He's always trying to make sure that, again, with everything that he does, he's trying to one up whoever's making fun of, whether it's RTU, Duty streams. He's trying to get them with a low blow. He doesn't care if they look bad. That's all that matters to him. Nothing else matters. So it's such it's such degenerate behavior. But that
really is, yeah.
Like, what do you expect
and I think that it's one thing to parody someone out of respect for the game and kind of point them out in a jokey, poke fun kind of way, but the way he's doing it is specifically to try to say that he's better than Duty, or that his criticisms of Phil are baseless, and they're not. And look, free speech, I believe in it, right? But we're criticizing him as much as he's criticizing Duty, and that's how it works. So, we don't find this funny as in, oh, you're so amazing, you're hilarious, PWR, we love you. We're just laughing at it because of how immensely cringe and strange and very, quite frankly, pathetic all of this is. And that's just PWR. He's cringe, he's pathetic, and he's very bizarre. But now we're gonna play this next part right now.
All day Tuesday on St. Patrick's Day to celebrate the release.
No, Phil. No, Phil. We know your boy Duty knows what's going to be going on St. Patrick's Day with Phil. Phil is going to be drinking. Your boy is going to be drinking. He is going to be dropping loot boxes on the WWE champions, and that's just how it is. And I wouldn't have to do. Your boy Duty ain't like that. Your boy Duty ain't a drinker. Your boy Duty.
You may not be a drinker, but you definitely have snorted coke, and you have on stream, and you've said it, not your words, not mine.
In Minecraft,
you have said in Minecraft, I'm up on my addies. I'm all for my addies right now. I'm addied up. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. So you may not be a drinker, but you definitely got a lot of other substances that you have been used. And to your credit, you have said that you've tried to go clean, and you've also indicated, Mr. PWR, that you are in fact in a. Let me look this up right now. You are in a mental health facility, a mental health house in Canada. All respectable things, understandably. Can you also just tone down the erraticness and weirdness, like just a pinch while you're in recovery? Can you try to do that? Like, and especially if you're going to be saying, "Oh, I'm on Adderall in Minecraft. I'm on Adderall, blah 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 in Minecraft," right? Like. So we might get into a little bit of that, but believe me, you may not be a drinker, but there's a lot of other stuff going on here.
Lives a healthy lifestyle. He's got an incredible physique. He's got long flowing hair. You ain't gonna catch Duty drinking on St. Patrick's Day, all right?
Of the new DLC.
And so he what's weird, I've never seen what Duty looks like, Mitchell. I don't know.
never shown his face.
Never shown his face. But there are some interesting descriptions that he says on this stream in particular. So number one is that he has flowing, long hair. He's got like tan skin, and also he claimed that Duty was wearing a silk suit, which where does that come from?
So Duty has said that he has said like, "Oh, I look like this."
Okay,
that's it. Like he hasn't gone out there and said my social security is 1 2 3 4 5. Like he's never done anything like that.
Yeah,
to be perfectly clear.
That's
but he has mentioned like certain things like, I look like this. I am this. Like he's mentioned that he is Spanish and Portuguese descent. That he has long hair, and that's really it. Like he has darker skin. He's mentioned that he's a picky eater. He eats like a child, and his wife makes fun of him for it.
I don't judge. I was a picky eater when I was younger too. Still kind of am to this day, but I'm branching out. I'm 30. I'm growing.
Duty has said that he's also like in his 50s, or he
yes,
is 50.
And he mentions it too in this stream as well. It's like I'm in my 50s, dude.
Yeah, so like Duty Streams has mentioned stuff, but never to the extent of like, I live here. At me, bro. Like nothing crazy like that.
Yeah, right.
Which I wouldn't expect Duty to do that. He's a smart guy.
I wouldn't either.
He knows this detractors verse. Like he knows how it operates. So I wouldn't expect him to do anything that.
These fucking Cheez-Its. All right, hold on. While this is happening, I swear to God, Mitchell, I'm going to.
You gotta update.
I'm not going to. I refuse to pay more money for my YouTube. I refuse. Okay.
Suffer, bitch.
Yeah, suffer indeed. All right, let's do it again, folks. So sorry that this is happening, but it does occur. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're back at it again. Here is this is the next to last one. We're gonna wrap it up very soon, but here's the sort of the next one.
He covers Phil. He uploads for Phil, and this Dent is giving money to Phil. Oh my lord.
As I get towards that first week of April, I'll probably add birthday animations for my upcoming birthday celebration.
Oh, Phil,
Good stuff.
My boy, my boy, Phil. Now let Duty tell you, nobody cares about your birthday, Phil. Nobody cares about your birthday.
Well, no one does. Yeah, no one cares about your birthday.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
You're going to be drunk. You're going to be playing WWE champions.
Prayer
emojis in the chat. Prayer emojis in the chat.
Which he does say that,
That's what Phil is going to be doing on his birthday, pimps.
Ooh, that's
coming.
Well, it's probably, and no, I don't give a shit about when his birthday is. However, he does call out one person who joined the chat, and we're going to play this part right now.
But the
pimps. Oh, pimps. Oh, my Lord. We got Pescator in the chat. Oh, Lord, we got Pescator Pescator in the chat. Oh, Pescator.
We got the
Save me,
Pescator.
Save me. Oh, your boy Duty. Oh, we got Pescator in the chat, pimps.
Oh my lord.
How you doing, pimp? Pescator,
Well,
how you
then-
doing, pimp?
Big thing.
Total dent, and just he can't. It's on a loop. Pescator. Oh my lord.
Yeah,
Praise
so
Jesus. You know.
he is like, you could tell there's there's stuff there. You can
Oh,
tell about. And his hyper fixation on things, and him feeling the need to say the same thing over
And
over
and over
again.
Yes.
Like, sometimes on a stream, it's okay to have some dead air. Like, you need to get your
Yes.
thoughts together. The problem is when you become like Review Tech USA, or as they call them, dead air dickers, where it's like consistent throughout your stream. Like, it's just dead air after dead air after dead air.
Right.
That's when it's an issue. But
Exactly. And I talked about this in the past. I am on the autism spectrum, and sometimes even on the show, I will, lose my words, and I have to have a bit of a recall moment, and I might repeat certain words or whatever. I might be doing it even right now, right?
Yep.
But that doesn't mean that it impedes me on what I'm trying to do. He's literally doing it because of how fixated and obsessive he is. I mean, that's just it is. Well, it's to say that he snorts coke. Let's be real. He's a coke. He was in Minecraft. He was a snort fiend in Minecraft. So let's just be real. Let's just regardless of disability, regardless of whatever, I'm clean. He's trying to be clean, but we got to be realistic, folks. So this is the last sort of part of this, and we'll do a very quick debrief because we got more to say. Actually, was that it? Oh no, you know what? Yeah, so we're gonna let everybody watch the rest of the video on their own, because it is worth watching toward the end. There's a lot of other stuff going on. But I do want to point out one. Actually, you know what? Let me pull it up. Let me pull up the video again, and I will point out this one thing, really quickly here. So, if people notice, it's not clear from this video. If you go into the actual stream that he does on PWR's channel, you'll see it a little more clear. Right here, this says autism awareness on it. Now, I don't want to pretend that I know the background around the autism question when it comes to PWR. Mitchell, can you just clarify what the standing is when it comes to his relationship with autism?
So, he acknowledges that he has it, but that's as far as it goes.
That's as far as it goes.
I'll say this: I give him credit. He hasn't used it as an excuse. With Wings of Redemption, he's been a terrible person to some people. When you watch him play Call of Duty or Rainbow Six, he's terrible to his teammates.
Oh yeah.
And then he'd be like, that's because, oh my lord, I had a mental imbalance. Okay, I had to be on SSRIs. You know what I'm saying? It was the Wendy's chili, I swear. Oh my lord.
Oh my lord.
That was Wings. It was always the DSP line, we say it all the time. I did nothing wrong. I did everything right.
Yeah.
That's what it was. PWR, to his credit, he doesn't sit there and say, listen here, man, you're making fun of someone with autism. Does that make you feel good, you bitch? Doesn't do anything like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, for all the insanity, and again, we're gonna keep covering him. There's a lot of stuff around this guy, but I think that it's interesting that he wants to be himself. I just wish he was himself a little bit less, if that's even possible. If that's even remotely possible.
I think that's impossible, but
it might be, yeah. And
I think also it's just he. Everyone's inspired by someone else.
Oh, absolutely.
That's natural.
Yeah.
Some people watch. Let's think. You when it comes to sports, people watch an athlete, they'll be inspired and they try to model their game after that athlete. Some people watch, celebrities and see, oh, I want to be like that. like we just talked about the new Spider-Man trailer. Some people might watch Tom Holland and think to themselves, like, yeah, you know what? I want to be just like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you have to go ahead and really, inspiration comes from everywhere. So you have to figure things out. You have to figure out what you want to do and who you're going to be inspired by, and just take sort of, inspiration, for lack of a better term, from those people. PWR, he watches Phil's content. I don't think he's really done much with his life. Like when you hear him tell stories, it's always the most like
No.
boring thing ever. I can tell stories about when I worked at a restaurant and all the crazy things that happened there. I can talk about like I'm always online. I'll admit it's really bad. Like, and at some point in the near future, I need to take like a break. I need to take like a week away from.
Yeah. Which is ironic because our show is called Internet Uncapped, but we do need to take a break from the internet sometimes. It's true.
Yeah, because like for the most part, like, and this is some of the behind the scenes stuff. We'll pull the curtain back a little bit. Every day,
Sure.
2, sometimes 3, but at least once a day. Ring, ring, ring. Evan. All right, Evan, we gotta break this down, dude. I gotta tell you something. And we start breaking it down, and then we're just like, okay, what day are we recording? And then we talk about it. And I tell Evan, this is what we're gonna talk about. So, like, for example, today, it is the 18th of March. I told Evan, this is what we're going to record today. We're going to record 1, 2, 3. We're not going to say the videos because we don't want to spoil it yet until they come out.
Of course.
But, I said that. Evan calls me later on. I want to do this video, the one that we're doing right now.
Yeah.
And we're like, sure.
Right.
And before this, we did a Spider-Man video, which we're going to release the Spider-Man video, then this one. And then the other one's going to release later. So,
yes.
There's that. We do that all the time, just trying to make sure that things are going like smoothly, and we try to plan things out accordingly, and we try to make their show unique and make it our own. PWR is trying to just emulate other people, and he's trying not to necessarily be original, but he's trying to just skinwalk. But we are inspired by other shows. We love Lord Diaz. We glazed him earlier. We love Duty Streams. We love the Kino Casino Boys. We love, a bunch of other shows that we watch. I mean, there's some stuff that Evan watches, I don't watch, etc. And I'm inspired by some other people too, and some of their content. And we, in some way, shape, or form, everyone does their own form of skinwalking or their own way of trying to emulate something that they like. So it's all about just who the source is. Is DSP a good source? No.
It's not even
exactly.
close.
Is RTU a good source? No.
Not
one bit.
Not even close. No, that's even worse.
In some ways.
In some ways.
Yeah. What a bum. Yeah. But it just it just depends on who your inspiration is and what you're trying to go for.
Yeah, and just to really wrap it up, we have a lot more in store. We're gonna have a lot to talk about. I will end it with this, however. People on the autism spectrum, autistic people, whatever you want to call them, it is a spectrum for a reason. It is a wide variety, vast array of experiences, but we can more or less, even with their experiences, even with their ups and their downs, their challenges, their victories, what they're good at, what they're not so good at, and whatever, you can kind of boil it down to like 2 main categories, let's say. And listen, if anybody is on the spectrum and listening to me, I am not trying to generalize. I'm just giving an example. So do not come after me, please. Please. I know you are capable of doing it, but please do not come after me. But we'll see. Just hear me out here. On the one hand, you have the category of people who are they're just they're on the spectrum. They're autistic, whatever you want to call it. They're just trying to live their lives. They're just trying to get by. They want meaningful connections, meaningful relationships, friends, a job, a significant other. They're just trying to live their life, man. Like they just want to, enjoy life as much as they can, not be miserable. They want to have fun. They want to have a meaningful life. But it's hard. It's not easy to engage when the world is not built for you or accommodating for you. You gotta have to like consistently advocate for yourself to like do whatever you have to do. That's the one side of sort of that people on the spectrum. Then we have the other side, and the other side is people like PWR. There are other people that I've met in my life, and there's a whole array of different types of people in this category too. These are the kind of people who they literally can't help but be super obsessive, super narcissistic in some ways, self-involved, very antisocial, very like just they think that they're better than everybody else. They think that the world revolves around them, and why should I care about like other people and that kind of thing. And this is true of anybody, right? But I'm saying very specifically, like it's a hyper it's a hyper stylized version of a bad person. And it's like they fixate on the bad qualities, and they distill it, and they allow their problems to worsen for themselves. That's really what I'm trying to say. And PWR, to his credit, he wants to be clean, right? He's admitted his problems, but he still takes out a lot of his shit on others. He takes out a lot of shit, and he says a lot of shit, a lot of crazy shit, and he doesn't have the self-awareness to understand why people are commenting about him and his activity in the first place. And so, PWR, look, you may not blame, the autism on what you do and who you are, but dude, I gotta tell you, it does seem a little close when you do what you're doing. I'm just saying, So PWR, I look, be a degenerate, be a snort fiend in Minecraft. Do whatever you gotta do. We're gonna keep. And if you see one of our videos, we will talk about you. All right, I'm putting you on blast. I'm putting you on notice, my dude. So that is going to wrap up the video. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon. Oop. Did I just disappear?
You did, but I got you. Be sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notification, leave comments down below, and until next time, everyone, peace out.
Hope PWR